And we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela with my very first ever installment of hashtag Be Fabulous You Friday, which is a continuation of my hashtag Be Fabulous You February, which harkens back to my hashtag Be Fabulous You A to Z playlist. And on this playlist, you can find a recording that I did about maybe a year ago, give or take a few months, about trust. So that's the topic that we're talking about. And we use the Be Fabulous You series to talk about, explore, connect with, spend some time focusing on ideas and concepts and practices that help us to be our best selves and to help us be our best selves for ourselves, for our communities, and for the world, and for ourselves, and for God, and for ourselves. So the topic today is trust. I guess the main thing about trust for me is that when we think of trust, we often think of, or when I used to think of trust, I used to often think of trust as something that was external to me. Trust as in, is this person trustworthy? Trust as in, I don't trust that, I can survive whatever this person may do to me. So it seemed like it was like, this person could hurt me. Can I trust this person? It was like external. And I guess I got to I came across some information or perspective that helped me to look at it a little bit different. Oh, like, share, comment, subscribe. We're working on 1,000 subscribers. So if you're one of the first 1,000 subscribers, thank you so much for all your help and love and support. I appreciate you. So I always thought of trust as something external, something that was like out there. And it's like, I'm not a trusting person. And I thought there was nothing that I could do about it because the world was just like such a harsh place. And, it's not safe for me to be out here trusting people, because they could destroy me. They could hurt me. They could, make decisions. They might not be trustworthy. I mean, how can I trust other people? And so, I don't know how I kind of started to come across a concept, but it's not like a unique concept to me. It's all over the place. The trust is really, it's not an external do, it's an internal do. Just that I've had. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. And again, connection. Okay. I wonder if it has something to do with other people using the internet while I'm using it. I don't know. But I've just come to realize, or, I have very much clarity that trust, hey, welcome on the line, that trust is an internal job and it's something that I can control. It doesn't have really anything to do with anyone else. Been out all day long. I'm glad I caught you live, sis. Well, welcome home, bro. So we're just talking about trust real quick, and I'm a little sickly, so I'm almost finished for today, and I'm gonna go lay my behind down. But the trust is an inside job. Thank you for the light. And it's something just like forgiveness. Like, we don't do forgiveness for other people. We do forgiveness for us. And that if we don't do forgiveness, the anger that we're carrying around is like we're carrying it around is hurting us. And if we do distrust, our distrust and our closed-heartedness is hurting us. It's not hurting anyone else. And so, I just started thinking about this concept of, so trust is about me and not about the other person. I mean, I think there is discernment when you deal with people in terms of, what you can trust people with. But I think that's actually secondary because I've had, so true. Oh, now I think this stuff is going to be on the screen, so I don't know if I have to read it out loud. But because I've had people who, like, the closest people to me have, I don't know if the term is like betrayed my trust, but have, revealed things that I said to them in confidence or private things. And, I survived and, life goes on. But I had to start working on my relationship with myself and my belief systems. So in terms of getting clarity, like, for example, I believe that, it's all good and that it's all God and that God has me and that God is more powerful than anything else. That's just what I believe. And that's just what I know to be true. And so even though things may appear to the contrary, that even though things may appear different than that, then I just believe that it's all good and it's all God. And so I feel like every experience that I have, even the things that hurt me or feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that person said something that, you know, they weren't supposed to say, and they said they weren't going to say. I can't believe somebody outside of me did something that God has me, and that it's still all good. It's an opportunity for me to grow and for me to develop. I use the term blessings, but blessings and lessons combined, that, you know, there are blessings all over the place in every situation, whether it appears to be good or not. And that's how God, that's one of the ways that God works. And so, you know, I don't have to worry about, you know, hyper, like, you know, super vetting, like, oh my gosh, I have to vet this person 8 million years to know whether I can trust them, because whatever they do, or I'm, you know, I'm going to do my due diligence, but whatever they do or don't do, that's between them and their God. But what's between me and my God is me, you know, after I've use my discernment, staying connected to my value system and my belief system. So no matter what happens, am I looking for the blessings? Am I looking for the good in the God? If I know that, you know, God has me, that, you know, if I can't seem to hold myself, trustworthy person cannot be trusted, and people who should not be trusted cannot get trust. Ultimately, it's up to us, as you said, to discern and give it to the right person. An untrustworthy person cannot be trusted, or a trustworthy person cannot be trusted. But I have to, dang, I was about to make a brilliant point. Now I forgot it. Thank you for the like. I have to do the work on myself to know that if I believe that it's all good and that it's all God and that God has me, then can't no measly person out here tear me down, because I got God on my side. That, yeah, we have to apologize. This ain't deep like that. I mean, we kicking it, we talking. And I don't have notes. That's my fault. But it's up to me to continue to work on myself, on my relationship with God, on my relationship with me, to know that no matter what happens out there, that is separate and apart from me, if that makes sense. So it's sort of like, you know, I know that you can't tear me down. You can't destroy me, because you didn't create me. So, you know, there's not really anything that you can do to me that, you know, is anything other than a blessing. And so I have to know that, I have to believe that, I have to connect with that. And when I lose connection with that idea, with that truth, with that concept, I have to be able to, or I have the opportunity to be able to reconnect with that. So that's what I feel like trust is about. It's about trusting yourself, that you can survive anything. And not only survive like, oh, I just barely survive, but that, you know, everything is a blessing. It's a wonderful, you can thrive, and, you know, it's a wonderful thing. So trust yourself, trust and believe in you. Because that's that. You and God, the God in you and you. That's all. All of the rest of that stuff is secondary. But yeah, you know, don't be out here telling all your business to everybody. But I did write a blog post on it. I'll drop the link in the description or someplace. But my blog is on Be Fabulous You. It's a WordPress blog, and it's Be Fabulous You, BeFabulous and it was published on March 2nd. Is that today? Yep, it was probably last night, but anyway, it's today technically. So go check out my blog post. Check out the last video that I did on trust, and, you know, I'm glad you shared your thoughts, and you know, I'm glad you were out in the world sharing your energy and vibration with, you know, those of us who aren't just on YouTube. Take care and feel better, sis. Sis, get some rest and enjoy a movie or something. Yeah, I'm gonna lay my behind down. But I still got work to do, but I just, you know, I'm like trying not to be like, hey girl, hey, Phone Jones, I'm finished, girl. But yeah, I've made it through. So notes on the news feed is up, and my last review, I think, of episode 4 of Black Lightning is up. I was reminded today that I had not done Married at First Sight, and that's one of my big view ones, which is good because I love love. But and big view for me is like a couple hundred. But I need to catch up with Married at First Sight, because I didn't see the last episode. I don't know. It must come on Tuesday night, because it's about 12 things that I like to watch on Tuesday night, so I'm always behind. But that's what I got, folks. Today is the best day ever. Do you feel like you're a trustworthy person? Do you believe in the concept of trustworthiness? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust God the most and above all? So you ain't got to worry about these hopes for people out here, because you got, you know, you and you got God. You got, you know, you got it. how you feel, what you think about trust, what your ideas, what your concepts is. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Peace.